Hi guys, I just started this live. If you have any questions about Russian language, then you can ask me here, then I will be happy to answer your questions. This is my second time. Yesterday I did a live here. Привет, Cindy. So, any questions, then just ask me questions about Russian language. Здравствуйте, сейчас я изучаю русский язык. Good job. Is it hard for you to learn Russian right now? How to get better at Russian? I would say consistency is the key, so you have to practice every day for at least 1 or 2 hours, then you will see the result. Hello, Latam. You guys who just joined, I'm doing this live just to answer your questions about Russian language, so if you have any questions, then you can ask me. How to forget Russian? It's better not to forget Russian. Maybe you will need it. It is okay, people say my pronunciation is very good. Huh? Good job. How long have you been learning Russian? Во сколько он будет там? Are you native Russian? Yes, I am. I am from Russia. I was born in Russia. I lived all my life in Russia. How come French and Russian are linked? As far as I remember, French was the international language before, like a few centuries ago, and rich people in Russia, they would speak French a lot. So we have a lot of French words for that reason, I think. I'm from Singapore and your videos are super fun. Thank you. I am happy that you enjoy my videos, and some people say that my videos are pretty helpful and useful, so I'm really happy about it. Honestly, I have learned more from you than Duolingo. Thank you for sharing. Yes, I get a lot of those kind of comments that people learn from me more than from Duolingo. Even though Duolingo, I've never tried it, so I don't know if it's good or not. Cindy, I have a Russian boyfriend. What can I say to impress him? You can say, will you marry me? Ты женишься на мне, for example. Добрый вечер, добрый вечер. I don't trust TikTok comments sometimes. I think TikTok comments are more real than like comments on Twitter or like YouTube, I think. Do you know the legend Viktor Tsoi? Yes, I know. I can play a few songs on guitar by Viktor Tsoi. Yeah, he has some pretty good songs. So just Lisa suggests that you can say I love you, я тебя люблю to her boyfriend. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You single? I am, yes. Do you know yes, I already answered this question. Do you sell Russian learning courses? Yes, if you want to learn from me, I teach one-on-one. You can contact me on Instagram or Telegram, and we can arrange a schedule, and I will check your level of Russian and recommend you the books for the course. So just message me on Telegram or Instagram. I'm learning from Duolingo. Okay. Is that useful? Is that helpful? Let's start learning. Yeah, let's start learning. Message me on Instagram or Telegram. We can do one-on-one classes. I teach one-on-one. This is my full-time job. I teach online. That's too forward. Yes, it is, but you asked me how to make him happy or how to surprise him. So yeah, this is a good way. Just say, will you marry me? Ты женишься на мне? Yeah, you're live again. Yes, yesterday I did the live here, and then today I'm doing the live. So thank you very much for joining my live. I really appreciate. Привет, мой брат. Привет. You look like Dostoevsky. Wow, thank you. I think that's a compliment. Okay, let me find where I finished. Say I love you. How do we say I only understand a little bit of Russian? You say let me think. Я немного понимаю по-русски. Я немного понимаю по-русски. Я немного понимаю по-русски. This is how you say it. I understand a little bit of Russian. Я немного понимаю по-русски. Hi, I watch a lot of your videos. They're very helpful. I'm very happy that my videos are helpful. I try to make them as simple as possible and as clear as possible. So when I get those kind of comments, it makes me happy because it means that I reach my goal when I make my videos. What apps do you recommend? I don't know any apps that are useful to learn Russian. I'm not sure. I can recommend books, but I'm not sure about apps. And if I think that studying Russian with a teacher is a good choice also. Where are you from? I am from Russia. I am from Russia, but I live in Vietnam right now. What's your Instagram? My Instagram? Okay, I'm gonna comment, but you can also find it on my TikTok profile, but I will comment. Okay. You can see this is my Instagram. Shurik, okay. How did you learn? Wait. Where are you from? Okay, what's your Instagram? Let me take you on a date. Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one to impress your boyfriend or girlfriend. Let me take you on a date. Пошли на свидание. Пошли на свидание. Пошли на свидание. Let me take you on a date. Or let's go on a date. How did you learn English that good? Well, I used to work in the United States in Minnesota. I was teaching Russian at college, Concordia College. So I guess that's why I picked up some English there while I was teaching Russian. Do you have Telegram? Yes, I do have Telegram. I'm gonna type my Telegram here, but it's also connected to my profile. You can find it on TikTok. But there you go, this is my Telegram. Keep up the good work, мой брат, будь здоров. Thank you very much. How to say how beautiful you are in Russian? How beautiful you are. Okay, that's ты такой красивый. Ты такой красивый. Ты такой красивый. That's if you're saying that to a guy, to a man. If you're saying that to a girl, then you say ты такая красивая. Ты такая красивая. So красивый for the boys, красивая for the girls. Thank you very much for the roses. Thank you very much for the gifts. Thank you. You make me happy. Okay, hi, привет. Okay, Moscow. Thought Moscow. Yeah, I am not from Moscow. My hometown is somewhere in between Moscow and St. Petersburg. It's like 600 kilometers away from Moscow and 600 kilometers away from St. Petersburg. Привет из Румынии. Hello, Romania. It is a compliment. I'm in my AP US history class, but we aren't doing anything important as school's ending in a bit. Okay, so you're watching live streams on TikTok while you're in class. Okay. How do you say how's your day? How's your day? Как твой день? 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 I've always liked the Russian language. Me too. I've also liked Russian language all my life. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. Привет, я из Франции, и у меня есть русская жена. Oh, hello, France. Hello, France. I've been to Paris before. In Paris, I stayed right by the metro station Stalingrad. I was really surprised that you guys have this metro station Stalingrad in Paris. And you have a Russian wife. Lucky guy. Are you Russian? Yes, I am Russian. I am from Russia. Vietnam, what's over there? Yes, I live in Vietnam. Как дела? Хорошо. There are any rules for placing the right stress? About the stresses in Russian, it's basically the same as in English. You have to learn the stress when you learn the word. There is no other way to understand where the stress is. Just you learn the word with the stress. That's it. Yo, what's up? How many languages can you speak? I can speak Russian, I can speak English, and I can speak a little bit of Chinese because I used to live in China for 3 years. I cannot speak a lot of Chinese, just some basic daily life sentences. So 3 languages. Where are you living right now? I am living in Vietnam. I want to learn Russian, but I don't know where to start. So you should start with the alphabet. So when you know the alphabet, then you will learn the sounds that the letters make in the alphabet, and you will be able to read words. And once you are able to read words, you can read anything. It's very helpful. It's not like Chinese. Chinese is very hard to read. But Russian is the same as English. So you know the letters, you know how they're pronounced. In Russian is the same, you can read, but Russian is actually easier because usually you read it as it is written. But in English, for example, you have GHT, which is read as to fight or tight, right? And stuff like that. But in Russian, it rarely happens. So once you know how to read, it's very, very helpful. And it's not difficult to do that. How to say you are cute. If you're talking to a man, then you say ty mili, ty mili. If you're talking to a woman, then you say ty milaya, ty milaya, ty mili, ty milaya. Вечер добрый. Good evening. Добрый вечер. Привет. On which time is does здорово? This one I don't understand this question. Я русскоговорящий араб. Привет из Сауди. Hello, Saudi Arabia. Big hi to Saudi Arabia. Привет. Как дела? Хорошо. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your gifts. Hello, Vietnam, please. Vietnam, I love Vietnam. It's a really good country. I can speak a little bit of, I cannot really speak Vietnamese, but I can say thank you, cảm ơn. I can say smart, thông minh. I can say delicious, non. And xin chào is hello. That's all the Vietnamese that I know. How long it usually takes to learn Russian? If you study like every day 1, 2 or 3 hours, then I think you can do it in 3 years. Thank you for your lessons, man. Much love from Serbia. Ooh, hello, Serbia. I spent 2 months in Serbia, in Belgrade, in December and January. So December and January I was in Serbia. I really enjoyed it. So, здравствуйте, Serbia. Привет, я плохо говорю по-русски. I lost all the comments. Плохо говорю по-русски. Okay, you can message me, we can arrange classes, I can teach you. I am Malaysian, it is easier to learn Russian as a Malay speaker. Really? I didn't know about it. Interesting. I don't know any Malaysian, so I didn't know about it. Hi is привет allowed to use for superiors? Привет is only good for like friends and people that you know very well, like your family members. But you need to say hello to like здравствуйте. Hello. Mandarin or Cantonese? I can speak Mandarin, not Cantonese. I've been to Hong Kong, but I couldn't understand what they said in Hong Kong. I can understand a little bit of Chinese, but not Cantonese. Здравствуйте, teacher. Hello. I am Russian learner and going to Georgia this summer. Is it a good place to practice? I heard there are many Russians in Georgia now, so I think you will meet a lot of Russians there, so you can practice. What is stress symbol? A or O? O is usually stressed, but A can be also sometimes stressed. My goal is to learn a couple of phrases to say to my lovely Russian neighbors every now and again. Okay. Well, you can scroll my TikTok account and then you can find some nice phrases to use. Hello, I'm using Duolingo for Russian and just found your account. It is so helpful. Thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words. How do you say Ivanov? 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 Привет, как дела, товарищ? Хорошо, спасибо. У вас как дела? Hi, do you deliver Russian classes? Greeting from Argentina. Yes, if you want to learn Russian with me, then you can contact me on Telegram or Instagram, and we can arrange a schedule 2 or 3 times a week. Знаешь русский? Да, знаю русский. In Vietnamese, I cannot understand what you guys are saying because I cannot really read Vietnamese. You are Russian Orthodox? Yes, I am Russian Orthodox. If I come to Russia as a tourist now, how do I pay for things? Because there is no Visa or MasterCard. Yeah, that's a good question. You should, well, before you go, you should go to your local bank and get some Russian cash. That's for sure. And then once you come to Russia, then you can take your dollars or euros and change it into Russian rubles. Because I think that your bank cards, they don't work in Russia anymore, as well as Russian bank cards. Even though they're Visa and MasterCard, they don't work outside of Russia. What is Russia like? Russia is so good. I feel so comfortable in Russia. I don't understand that. I know how to write, spell, and speak, but sometimes I don't know the meaning of the word I spoke. Yeah, I mean, it happens in any language. Just practice. How do you say God loves you? Бог любит тебя. What Russian city do you live in? I'm not living in Russia right now. I live in Vietnam. I know only привет. Well, that's good enough. I learn a lot from your videos and series. I love your handwriting. Thank you very much. Are you one of the people who got my series? I'm so happy. I spent such a long time to make this series playlist. So you guys, if you want to learn how to handwrite and want to learn Russian sounds, then you can buy my series. It's pretty useful. It's like $5 and $8. What? So this is a bad word. I'm not gonna read it. I don't like you. How to say Russian? What do you mean? How to say hi in formal way? Hi is just informal. If you want to say in a formal way, if you want to greet someone in a formal way, then you say hello, which is здравствуйте. 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 What do you think is the best app to learn Russian? Honestly, I have no idea about apps where you can learn Russian, so I know books, but honestly I don't know any apps. Greetings from Vietnam. It's 10:38 p.m. here. Yes, I am in Vietnam also. I've started learning Russian on Udemy course. I don't know what that is, but it's good that you started learning Russian. Russian is a pretty useful language. Как дела? Хорошо. Thank you so much. I love your videos. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate it. Привет. Jason, thank you for the donut. Thank you so much. What is the best way to learn vocabulary? To learn vocabulary, the best way is to is to learn words in a context, you know. Like, for example, if you learn a word like run, then it's better to learn it like I run in the park or something, or like I run in the park every day. So like just learn words in the context. And Anita, thank you very much for the roses. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. What is the best way? Well, I'll be in Russia on July 11th. Love from South Africa. You're very welcome in Russia. I learn English with your Russian lessons. Yeah, I know. My Russian fans, I have also a channel on TikTok where I teach English. And some of my Russian fans, they also follow me on the channel where I teach Russian, and then they learn English by watching Russian lessons. Hi there, I will visit Russia in July. Thanks for all. You're very welcome in Russia. Teacher, come to Brazil. You will be very welcome here. A lot of people here want to learn Russian. Thank you very much for the invitation. One day I will go to Brazil. I want to see the Amazon River, and you know where those two rivers, like the muddy river and the clean river, they connect but they don't mix with each other. That would be very interesting to see. Hello, teacher. Hello, привет, как дела? Хорошо. I use Duolingo and I'm liking it. Is Russian your native language? Yes, I am Russian. I am from Russia. That's my native language. Какой у тебя уровень русского? I am Russian. Я русский человек. Я родился в России. How do you say no thanks? No thanks is нет спасибо. Нет спасибо. Нет спасибо. Where are you from? I am from Russia. Я из России. Can people visit Russia if they mostly speak English? Will native speak English or no? You know, you just go to Russia and download Russian Russian package on Google Translate, Russian English, so that I did it all the time in China. I didn't speak any Chinese, and then people, they didn't speak any English, but like Google Translate is very good, very useful. You can scan something that is written on somewhere, you can scan the menu, you can scan the information, so you don't need to be able to read. You can it's very useful. So if you go to Russia and you don't know any Russian, that's not a problem at all. Some people, they do speak English though, but not so many people. And so basically what you need to do, just download Russian English package on Google Translate. That's it. You can use it without internet connection. Dagestan? No, I'm not from Dagestan. I'm from Volогодskaya Oblast. Something nice to say. How are you today? I'm good. I am very good. Thank you. How are you? How long will it take to become fluent in Russian? I would say 5 years of intensive learning, studying. Сколько языков ты знаешь? How many languages can you speak? I can speak 3 languages. Russian, English, and a little bit of Chinese. Why Russians are pretty... I don't know. I'm not sure. I heard a lot of people say that Russian girls are pretty and beautiful. And it's fun to be able to pronounce the city names on it. Where can I find literal translations like bonjour, good day, not hello? No, you know what I mean. Oh, this is a very good question. Actually, I'm gonna make videos with that was one of my ideas. I'm gonna make videos with, like, let's say hello, and the translation is здравствуйте, and the literal translation is be healthy. So instead of like hello, we say be healthy. So I will add it to my videos, so you can just wait until I post more videos on that with that information. How many languages do you know? I know 3 languages: Russian, English, and Chinese. A little bit of Chinese. What does it mean, ты кто? Ты кто? It means who are you? Feeling strong Russian, learning Russian day by day. I gotta thank you for that. Thank you. I am very happy that my lessons help you with learning Russian. I am in love with you. Thank you very much. Thank you, bro. I find it so much easier to understand this way. Yep. This is a very good idea. Здорово, приятно познакомиться. Nice to meet you. Wow, Chinese is so difficult. Yes, it is very difficult. But I think Vietnamese is more difficult than Chinese. Just because, I mean, I'm in Vietnam and I used to live in China before, so I can tell that Vietnamese is more difficult. I know Russian, English, and German. I know a little bit of German. Ich heiße Alex. Wie heißt du? Do you give private lessons? How much does it cost? Yes, I do teach private lessons, private one-on-one classes. It's $30. It starts from $28. So $28 if you buy 12 classes, and $29 per class if you buy 8 classes, and $30 if you buy 4 classes. So you can message me on Telegram or Instagram for more information. And before we start learning, I send you a test to check your Russian level of Russian language, and then also I will ask you about your goals of studying Russian, and then according to that information I will prepare materials in the books for you. One hour classes. No, it's not 1 hour, it's 50 minutes. So 50 minutes, 50-minute class, it starts from $28. I do like Jay's comment. I wish you could share how to say in Russian so there is no confusion. Yes, yeah, that's a good idea. One class is 50 minutes. Do you study Vietnamese? I don't study Vietnamese, but I need Vietnamese to live in Vietnam, so I just have to use and like learn some phrases that are useful. But I'm not necessarily studying Vietnamese. We're lucky to have you free on TikTok. Yes, I'm happy to help. Okay, thanks. I will write to you. Yeah, sure. Can write to me. When do I use я or меня? This is a good question. Yeah, well, there are first of all, what you need to know is there are 6 cases in Russian language. 6 cases. And ya is the first case, which is a nominative case. And then there are 5 more cases, and then ya changes to меня, and that's the second case. So you use меня in the second case, in the genitive case. You like pho? Pho? Yes, I like pho. It's very delicious. You live inside Russia? No, I live in Vietnam right now. Right now I live in Vietnam. How to introduce yourself in Russian language? I just say hello, my name is Alex, I am from Russia. So you say Здравствуйте, меня зовут Алекс, я из России. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Алекс, я из России. Do you want to learn another language? Do you want to learn another language? I want to learn Chinese. I'm not good at Chinese. I think Chinese is pretty useful. There are so many people speaking Chinese in the world, and China is becoming stronger and stronger and more influential. So I think Chinese is my choice. It's I want to learn Chinese. $28 covers one 50-minute class. I just joined and missed the first part of what you said. Yes, if you want to learn Russian with me, one-on-one private classes, then it starts with $28 per one class. One class is 50 minutes. That's the price for 12 classes. If you want to buy 8 classes, then it's going to be a little bit more expensive, $29. And it's 4 classes, that's going to be $30 per each class. Okay, wow, how long have you been there? You mean in Vietnam? I've been here for 4 months now. 4 months, and I think I'm gonna stay here for a few years, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go to another country, but we'll see. I'm not sure for now, but life in Vietnam is pretty good. It's cheap to live in. It's very convenient. In Serbian there are 7 cases. Yeah, Serbian is. It's like. It's Serbian. It sounds like, I've been to Serbia I wasn't there for 2 months, and Serbian sounds like sort of like old version of Russian. Like I studied old Russian at university, and Serbian is like, it's so good. I like it. Like hvala is thank you in Serbian. Oh, nice to meet you, teacher. Alex, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I always found it weird that library is the same in Russian and Spanish. Well, yeah, library it's like biblioteca, and I think it comes from Latin language. That's why, and I think Spanish it like a lot of words in Spanish, they come from Latin, and a lot of words in Russian, they also come from Latin and old Greek languages. So that's why. Do you personally, where is it? Do you, yeah, I'm not commenting on current events. I'm sorry. Do you recommend Duolingo? I don't know. I've never used Duolingo, so I cannot really recommend it. Cannot say if it's good or bad. Yeah, how useful is Duolingo? I have no idea. I've never used it. I've never used it for Russian. I've never used it for English. I've never used it for Chinese. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Sorry, there's some noise in there. I know some may think this doesn't have to do with language, but it has everything to do with it. I'm sorry, I'm not commenting on current political events. Очень приятно познакомиться, учитель Алекс. Какое ваше полное имя? My Alex is my short name, of course, and my longer name is Alexander. Do you pay the full amount up front or pay 28 before each class? You pay for 4 classes up front or 8 or 12. It depends on what price you want to get. Like if you pay for 4 classes at once, then it's $120 in total. If you pay for 8 classes, then it's like 29 multiplied by 8. If you pay 12 for 12 classes, then it's 28 multiplied by 12. What do you think about I'm not going to comment on that, sorry. You have Telegram. What payment method do you take? Do you have a website? Yes, I do have Telegram. It's connected to my profile here. It's connected to my profile, but I will send you my Telegram. This is my Telegram. You can find me there. You have Telegram. What payment method do you take? Do you have a website? I don't have a website, but you can pay by PayPal or Venmo or Zelle. Those 3. PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. Привет, hello, I'm from Indonesia. Hello, Indonesia, I want to go there. I want to go to Indonesia. I want to swim and enjoy the sun on the beach. It's alive to advertise his classes. He can speak questions that are irrelevant to that. Yeah, you can ask me questions about Russian language, but not about politics, please. Just Russian language, Russian culture, And you can ask me questions about Russian grammar, anything. I can answer all your questions. And if you're asking about classes, then of course I will answer. I use it, but only for practice grammar. Is it useful? I don't know. Duolingo, I've never used it. So, like you people who used it, do you think it's useful or not? Can you explain Russian names? Why do they call Putin Vladimirovich when being respectful? Okay, this is a good question. So basically, we use for friends we use just the first name. For example, like Alexander, or not even like the first name, it's like the short name. For example, my name is Alexander, but my friends don't say Alexander, they say Sasha. I know it sounds a little weird, and Sasha, it sounds like a girl's name in other countries, but in Russia, Sasha is a male's name and a female's name also. So my friends call me Sasha. So basically for friends, we don't use like Maria or Alexander, or we don't use like Sergey or something. We use some short names like if there's like Elizabeth, then you would say like Liz or something. So it's the same in Russian. Or like Catherine, you would say like Kate or like Kathy or something. So this is for friends that we use. And the other thing is when you want to talk to a person, to your teacher, for example, like someone who is who you have to respect because of the age or because of the position, then you say with a patronymic. A patronymic is like, it's not a last name, it's not a middle name, it's a patronymic. Patronymic is the name of your father with a little bit of suffix there. So for example, if there's an like, let's say Maria, and her father is Ivan. So if your teacher is this person, you say Maria Ivanovna. So you use her first name and her patronymic. Now, and the full name, the full name, so last name, first name, and patronymic, we only use in some like official or formal occasions, like you go to a bank, then they will say like, they will say your full name just because it's needed for the documents or something. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the names. Do you have a group on WhatsApp or YouTube? I don't have a group on WhatsApp or YouTube. I don't use YouTube. I mean, I use YouTube to watch videos. But for me, YouTube hasn't been useful in terms of like publishing my content on there because I don't know how YouTube algorithms work. I tried it many times for a few years. It never worked for me. Same as with Instagram. Like, I don't know the algorithms of Reels on Instagram or like Shorts on YouTube. I don't know. It works for me on TikTok, but it doesn't work for me on YouTube and Instagram. But I do have Instagram, just to contact with my students. Howdy, hello. Ooh, let me find the comments. Thank you for posting this video. I'm learning every day. You're very welcome. I appreciate your feedback and yeah, I like teaching Russian and I want you guys to understand Russian better and Russian culture better, and you know, this is my job. I used to teach Russian in the United States. I was teaching Russian and Russian culture and balalaika, the Russian traditional musical instrument. You teach Russian language so good. Thank you very much. And what is your hometown? What is your hometown? My hometown is Cherepovets. It's in Volогодskaya Oblast, and Volогодskaya Oblast is a region in Russia. It's not far from Moscow and St. Petersburg. And this is where Russian Santa Claus comes from. Like his home, his house is in my region. So I'm proud of it. Привет. Do you teach with Teams Microsoft? No, I don't teach with Teams Microsoft. I teach with Google Meet or Zoom. Are you a native Russian speaker? Yes, I am. I am from Russia. I was born in Russia. I was raised in Russia. My heritage is Russian-Hungarian. Anything interesting that you know? I don't know a lot about it. I'm not really sure. Like, I've never been to Hungary and I don't know a lot of information about it, but I guess Do you know any Russian at all? Because you said that your relatives are from there. Hello, xin chào. You're a great teacher. Thank you very much. Your videos are incredible. Greetings from Argentina. Thank you very much. Hello, Argentina. I really want to go there. Messi. Good job, Messi. I'm from Vietnam. Hello. Xin chào, Vietnam. I am also right now in Vietnam. Right now I am in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. Hi, how can I say I love you in Russian? I love you is Я люблю тебя. Я люблю тебя. Where are you from? I'm from Russia. How is Sasha short for Alexander? This is a good question. I get this question a lot. And nobody actually explains that, and you cannot find any information online for like why Sasha is for Alexander. But I was thinking about it for a long time, and I think, well, my opinion, my guess is that like we tend to like add the ka to make the name or the object cute, to name it in a cute way. So instead of like Alexander, you can say Alexashka. Well, nobody says that, but like maybe before they did, people did like a long time ago. So Alexashka and then Sashka and Sasha. So Alexander, Alexashka, Sashka, Sasha. So I think this is the connection. Do you just pick a random one, or is there a specific one you choose based on the first name? Do you just pick a random one, or is there a specific one you choose based on the first one? This question, I didn't understand what you were talking about. You look like Dostoevsky. Well, I think that's a compliment, thank you. Hi, how can I say I love you in Russian? I love you, it means Я люблю тебя. Я люблю тебя. Привет, меня зовут Nikolai. I can't spell Russian yet. Well, at least you can, I think you can sound it out, which is good. Good job. Я люблю тебя. Does the name Ada exist in Russian? Yes, it does. Ada, it does exist. Duolingo may be used as an additional option, but it is not really possible to get high level. Okay. Я люблю тебя is I love you. Yes, it exists. Telegram. Oh, I lost the comments again. I love your videos. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Where? Okay. I found. Why you leave USA? The United States. I left the United States because I felt like being a teacher in the United States it's pretty expensive to live there, and being a teacher, you don't get enough of a salary being a teacher. Not only for immigrants, but also for local teachers. And that's the reason. С Днем России, спасибо. И вас с Днем России. I'm signing up for classes when I get paid on Friday. Do we just message you for the sign up info? Yes, if you want to join my private one-on-one classes, then you can just send me a message on Telegram or Instagram. Just let me know that you want to study with me, and then we can arrange the schedule. I will send you a test to check your Russian level, and then I will also ask you about your goals of studying, because this is pretty important for me to like choose the right materials for you. You look like Daniil Medvedev. Let me just Daniil Medvedev, who is that? I'm not sure. Is it like a tennis player? I don't remember. Your accent is kind of scary in an attractive way. Well, I mean, thank you for the compliment. I'm not sure if it's a compliment or not. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Очень приятно, очень приятно. Does the name Ada exist in your country? Yes, it does. I love your videos. I always try to say the phrase each time. I'm very happy that my videos help you. I'm really, really happy. I was thinking the same. Ты реально русский знаешь? Да, я знаю русский. Я из России. Thanks for teaching us here. You're very welcome. Thank you for your feedback. Your feedback, it really means a lot, so please let me know how you feel about my classes online. Bro looks like Daniil Medvedev more than Daniil Medvedev. Is that a tennis player? Ты из России? Yes, I am from Russia. Я из России. I know very few Russian, very basic words. Oh, that's a good start. You can watch my videos. You can learn more useful stuff. Got my first Russian exam in a month, and I'm living rent-free on your account. Thank you, sir. You're very welcome. Are there a lot of Russians I can practice with online? Yes, I think there are many Russians online that you can find. There are many language exchange apps, and you can find the person to practice. I'm from Switzerland, but I will travel to Russia with South American passport. Do you see any issues? I don't see any issues. If you have a Russian visa, no problem at all. Alex knows Russian perfectly, believe me. He's a real native one. Yes, I am. I am from Russia. I was born in Russia. I was raised in Russia. Yes, I understand some people think that I'm American. I'm from America. Even when I came to America to teach Russian, my colleague, an American woman, she only 1 week after we started talking with each other, someone told her that I am from Russia, and she was really surprised. And she thought she was talking to an American. So I get that a lot, yes. Is Mikhail always Misha? Yes, Mikhail is Misha. So cool, man. Thank you for the explanation. Learning things I've been wondering for a long time. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. How do you say hello? Hello is здравствуйте. 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 How do you say workers of the world unite in Russian? Рабочие мира. Рабочие всего мира, объединяйтесь. Рабочие всего мира, объединяйтесь. I think like this. Wait a minute. Do you listen to Slaughter to Prevail? I don't know what that is. А ты русский или иностранец, который выучил русский? Я русский. Я не иностранец. How do you say hello? Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. How much time do I need to learn Russian? It's so hard. If you study every day 1 or 2 hours, then I think 3 years is going to be enough. How many languages do you speak? I can speak Russian, English, and a little bit of Chinese. So, 3 languages. Я изучаю русский язык 3 года. Очень трудный язык. Я люблю ваш канал. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Tennis player. Let's learn. Top 5 at right now, probably number 2. Russia on top. Yeah, so I guessed correctly. Medvedev is a tennis player. In tennis, I like watching tennis and playing tennis. I'm not good at playing tennis, but I like watching tennis. And my favorite player is Roger Federer. And Anna Ivanovic. I think she's from Serbia. Parents are from Narva, Estonia, but I was born in the United States. You're a great teacher. Narva. Yes, Estonia. At one point, I really wanted to go to Narva because I heard there's many Russians in Narva. Привет. Hello from Vietnam. Xin chào, Vietnam. I'm also in Vietnam. I'm in Hanoi. How much time do I need to learn Russian? Is so hard. 3 years if you practice every day. Your English is perfect. I see why. Why? Why do you think my English is perfect? Вы говорите без акцента. Thank you very much. Where the course at? If you want to study with me one-on-one, then you can send me a message on Instagram or Telegram, and we can arrange classes together. What's the literal translation of that? Of what? Of what? Хорошего дня вам, спасибо. И вам тоже. With a South American passport, you don't need visa, I was told, right? Oh, sorry, I have no idea. I'm not really sure about it. I have no friends from South America. South American or South Africa. Anyway, I don't know any friends from South America or South Africa, so I'm not sure if you guys need a visa to go to Russia. You're a nice person. Wish you the best. Thank you very much. Maria Sharapova is from your country too. Yes. Maria Sharapova is a good player. I know her. Доброе утро. How long does it take English speakers to learn Russian? I would say 3 years. Is Ukrainian and Russian the same language? I'm sure you've answered this before, but I'm new. Ukrainian and Russian, for me, they're like the same. They're the same because, I mean, I have a lot of friends I mean, my mom, she comes from Chernigov, which is in Chernigivskaya Oblast, and I mean, she can speak like a mixture of Russian and Ukrainian, but for me, it's all Russian. Сколько будет стоить урок с вами? My class, it starts from $28 per one class. One class is 50 minutes. So it depends on how many classes you buy. So if you buy, for example, 12 classes, then it's $28 per class. If you buy 8 classes, then it's $29. And then 4 classes is $30 per class. Вы уже уважаемый учитель языка. Thank you. Thank you for your respect. Do you know the movie Brat 1 and Brat 2 from Russia? How do you like it? Yes, I've seen Brat 2 and it's a very good movie. I like it a lot. Yeah, very, very nice. How do you say welcome? How can I help you in Russian? Welcome is, you mean if you're welcome, like you're welcoming people to come to your country or to come to your home. It means добро пожаловать. Добро пожаловать. Добро пожаловать. Добро пожаловать. And how can I help you? It's like, чем я могу помочь? Чем я могу помочь? Чем я могу помочь? Добро пожаловать. Чем я могу помочь? Добрый день, Stephanie. Danila is the best. Yes. How to say Russian? How to say Russian? You're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, like, you're welcome. Like, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. In this case, is going to be пожалуйста. 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 Hello, Gabriel. I have a customer who comes to AutoZone and he chooses not to speak because Russian is all he knows. Well, maybe you can learn a little bit of Russian and then help him and start a conversation. Please, how to say please is also пожалуйста. So you're welcome and please is the same word. Пожалуйста. 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 Я надеюсь, что Вселенная добра к тебе сегодня. Thank you very much. Это реально сложно объяснить и научить русскому. Что вы заканчивали? I have a master's degree in Russian language and literature. So teaching Russian is my major and is my job. It's my profession. I graduated in 2015. I got a master's degree in 2015. So, but I've been teaching Russian since 2013. So it's been 10 years now. Вы так здорово объясняете. Thank you very much. What are your prices again? If you want me to teach you one-on-one private class, so it's the prices start from $28 per class. One class is 50 minutes. That's if you buy 12 classes, that's $28 per class. If you buy 8 classes, then it's $29 per class. If you buy If you buy 12, that's 28. If you buy 8 classes, then it's 29. If you buy 4 classes, then it's 30. Okay. Are you Russian? Yes, I am Russian. And I can see, 你是不是中国人吗？我会说中国话一点点。How long have you been? Okay, that's a question for Alicia. Thank you for your TikToks. I love learning Russian. You're very welcome. I really appreciate your feedback. Great, you're so experienced teacher. Where can I sign up? I want to learn. You can send me a message on Telegram or Instagram. You can send me a message if you want me to teach you private class, then you can send me a message on Instagram or Telegram. I'm gonna send my Instagram and Telegram here. There you go. And it's also connected to my profile, TikTok profile, so you can find my Instagram and just send me a message there, and we will arrange the schedule that is convenient for you, and then I will check I will test your Russian level, and then I will ask your goals of studying Russian, because this is pretty important to know for me, so that I can prepare useful materials for you. Okay. Are you from Russia? Yes, I am from Russia. And thank you very much for the roses. Thank you very much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. You make learning Russian easier. Thank you very much. Where are you from? I am from Russia. Do you know Vietnam? Yes, I know Vietnam. Vietnam is where I live right now. I live in Vietnam. Xin chào. Do you also teach Russian grammar as well? Yes, I do teach Russian grammar, and I have good grammar books, and a lot of exercises. Russian grammar is it's difficult, and it's pretty important. So if you choose to learn not only vocabulary and speaking, but also grammar, then it's very good. You will sound more like a Russian person, because a lot of people, they can speak Russian well, but they don't really know a lot of grammar rules. That's why you can definitely tell that. I mean, this is the same with me with Chinese. I can speak, but I don't know any grammar, but people still understand me. But of course, they know that I just learned speaking, not grammar. I have zero experience with the language. My goal is to help people out in stores. Okay, yeah. I have a few beginners that I teach, and we use this very useful book, like just specially made, written for beginners, and there are exercises also. And in class we talk a lot, and I try to make sure that you use Russian in class. And also I send homework. You have to do your homework, and your homework is not only writing, it's also speaking. You will need to send me voice messages. Like, let's say you have the exercise as your homework. For example, make a kind of little conversation of how you introduce yourself to the other person. So you will not only have to write this down, but you will have to also record a audio message and send it to me, and I will listen to it, and then I will correct your pronunciation mistakes. So it's like sort of like continuous learning. So it's pretty efficient. I found that this is very useful and very efficient, effective. So yeah, I am lucky. I am from the country where a lot of people speak Russian. So Alessia, where are you from? You're a goat for the Russian teaching. Goat is I think goat is like something good, some not like it's a recent slang word in American English, is it? How many languages do you speak? I speak Russian, English, and a little bit of Chinese. Ну вот, этот ответ заставляет меня чувствовать себя лучше. Откуда вы? Do you like pho or Vietnamese bread? Yes, I love pho. Pho is super delicious. Super delicious. And the bread is also. Что ваша любимая песня на русском? Любимая песня, I think, is Катюша. I think you know the song. Мне бы не хотелось уточнять, откуда я, надеюсь на понимание. Понимаю. Понимаю. Is it easier for Europeans to learn Russian compared to Americans? It depends on what part of Europe you're talking about. If you're talking about Poland or Serbia or Croatia, Macedonia, then it's a lot easier for them to learn Russian because they are Slavic, and Russian is a Slavic language, so for them it's a lot easier to learn Russian, yes. But for like Germans and French people, it's still pretty difficult, the same as with Americans. What about in Russia, where you're from? Which accent do you have? In Russia, I actually come from the very Russian, it's like super Russian, like the Russian territory. Like it was Russia from the very beginning of the Russian history. You know, like for example, Siberia, it was gained by Russian emperors later on in the history, but like where I am from, it's like Russia. It's Volогодskaya Oblast, and this is where Russian Santa Claus, Ded Moroz, comes from. So yeah, I'm from there. That's so cool. Your teachings, can't wait to join soon. Yeah, sure. I will be very happy if you join my classes. Goat means greatest of all time. Okay. I'm not the greatest, of course, but thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the gifts. I really appreciate the gifts. What does the word Oh, this is a bad word. I'm not going to explain that. Sorry. Goat, great of all time. Gorgeous. Я уже научил русский всего 2-3 с перерывами. Главная причина, почему сделал, были из-за... How to say hello, my friend? Hello, my friend is здравствуй, мой друг. Здравствуй, мой друг. Здравствуй, мой друг. Здравствуй, мой друг. Dude, I've always wanted to learn Russian, so I study your videos. My pleasure. Please watch my videos. Работа, школа и мотивация. Okay, so you learned Russian because of school and work. Помой посуду. Yes. Let's wash the dishes, right? Отлично, будете продолжать учить русский. That's Олеся is talking to someone. Привет, как дела? Я не говорю по-русски хорошо, это все. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I lost the comments again. Хорошее начало. Hello Vietnam. Do you teach one-on-one? Yes, I do. I teach one-on-one. I teach private classes. You can join my classes and we can arrange a schedule, and I can test your Russian language first, and then recommend and prepare materials and books for you according to your level and to your goals of studying Russian. So you can message me on Telegram or Instagram, and we can arrange private classes for you. I have a lot of friends from Soviet era countries. They make fun of the accents from other countries. They make fun of the accents from other countries. This one I'm not sure what you're talking about. Do you mean that like Russian thick accent when they speak English? What do Russians think about Germany? Well, a lot of Russians, they think that Germany is like super on time and they work hard, and the streets are very clean, and yeah, things like this. Love your content. My husband is from Russia. We've been married 8 years and I only know bad words. Okay. Only know bad words. Well, on my channel you can learn some good words also, and you can impress your husband. So, is Russian sound like it's spelled in English? Is Russian sound like it's spelled in English? Does Russian sound like it's spelled in English? What I can answer to this question is English is harder to read. Russian is easier to read because in English there are different combinations of letters and you really have to memorize how to read them. And sometimes you never know how to read them. You have to like learn, because like this word Q, for example, Q-U-E-U-E, like there's no rule for that, right? But for the Russian language, if you know the alphabet and if you know the sounds, you will be able to read any text. You'll be able to read any sentence, any word, if you know Russian alphabet and the sounds. So it's a lot easier to read in Russian than in English. I think it's important there to have Moscow or as St. Petersburg accents. Well, in Russia, accents are not so thick. They're not so different as for example, when you're in London, it's one accent. They say, um, they say bata in London. Once you're outside of London, they say ba'a. But it's like you just drove for like 25 minutes outside of London, and then they already changed their accent so much. Now, when you go to like Manchester or Liverpool, they would say, how would you say that? Bata, ba'a. In some other weird way. And like Ireland, people who speak Irish, English, they say bor. So bata, ba'a, and bor. It's super different. In Russia is so big. Like, the UK is this big, is very small. And they have so many accents that are so different from each other. And their difference is big. Whereas Russia is so big, but our accents are so tiny bit different, like almost nothing, like it's just the same everywhere. So I wouldn't say that, like it's important to learn Moscow or St. Petersburg accent. It's just one, because it's the same as, Mandarin. Like in China, they have different accents, local accents and dialects. But the thing is that, like Mandarin is what they sort of invented. But like Moscow accent is not different at all. There are slight differences with like Moscow and like Veliki Ustyk, which is like 20 hours away by car. So this is my comments on that. As a teacher and as a Russian native speaker. Очень приятно. Хорошо, спасибо. How do you say love your videos? Love your videos. Я люблю твои видео. Я люблю твои видео. Я люблю твои видео. Я люблю твои видео. Hello from Czech. Hello, Anna from Czech Republic. Best regards from Morocco. Hello, Morocco. I want to visit Morocco. We love Russians here. Thank you very much for your love. Thank you very much. How do you conduct these private lessons? I want to sign up. The private lessons, so basically, first of all, you need to send me a message on Telegram or Instagram. The payment is $28 per class. The prices start from $28 per class. One class is 50 minutes. I will test your Russian. I will determine your level of Russian. And also I will ask about your goals of studying Russian. And then according to that information, I will prepare materials and books for you. And basically you can choose, I will give you the schedule. You can choose the time that is convenient for you. So we can arrange a schedule, we can arrange time. You can study 1, 2, or 3 times a week. And then, so the classes are on Google Meet or Zoom, whichever is more convenient for you. Usually Google Meet is more convenient. So yeah, we study online. And after each class, I send you homework. And it's not only writing, it's also this like speaking. So you will need to send me voice messages with your pronunciation so that I can listen and correct. So it's like continuous studying, sort of. Привет, thanks for your videos. You're very welcome. Hello to Morocco. Where do I sign up for lessons? Sign up, just go to my Telegram or Instagram and send me a message. I'll reply back. Do you think that Duolingo is a good app for learning Russian? I really have no idea about Duolingo, and I don't know any apps. I never used them to learn languages, so I'm not sure about that. Love your videos. Thank you very much. Yes, but there is a premium version which is optional to buy. It gives you more options. It's harder for Russians to read English, but easier for Americans to read Russian. Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think so. For Americans, it's a lot easier to read Russian than for Russians to read English. What's the best way to learn? Well, I can recommend... well, if you're a beginner, you should definitely start with the alphabet, because if you know the alphabet, you know the sounds, then you'll be able to read. It's pretty easy. Now, another good advice from me is you have to learn a new skill in Russian. For example, if you want to learn something, to learn a new skill, for example, but it should be the skill that you really need, or that you really want to learn. For example, you want to learn how to play guitar, or you want to learn how to drive a car, or how to fix the brakes. So what you have to do is you have to go to YouTube and you find a video tutorial, not American, not in English, but in Russian, how to fix the brakes on this car, how to play this song on guitar. So you have to learn a new skill in Russian, in the language that you're learning. This is a very good way to learn. Dad, is that for real? Do you think Duolingo is a good app? I'm not sure about Duolingo. I never used it. Does watching shows in Russian with subtitles help? This one, it depends on the person. For me personally, watching shows is not effective at all, because I rarely watch movies and I rarely watch TV shows, and I'm not really interested in them. But I know that some people, they love watching TV shows and they love watching drama, movies, and etc. on Netflix, like every day. So I think for those people, it's pretty useful to learn this way. Do Moldovan people speak good Russian, or do they have a strong accent? I'm not sure. I've never been to Moldova, so I'm not sure. My fiance is from Bashkortostan, and they say few things differently in Russian. Yeah, some words they can be different. Like, for example, the cloth that you use to wash your body. Like in my region is this word, but in Vladivostok, which is like thousands and thousands of kilometers away from my region, they use a different word for that. Hello, I'm from Chechnya, but I live in Russia and I want to learn Russian. It's important for me. Sure. You can message me on Telegram or Instagram and we can arrange a class for you. I use Duolingo for practice, but do you need something else because there is no real communication? Yeah, that's a good point. If there is no real communication, then, I mean, of course, like a very good way to learn, if you have someone to talk to in Russian, then this is a very, very good way learn. So maybe I'm not sure if Duolingo provides this. Like maybe there are some native speakers that you can speak to, but if there's not, then probably it's not super useful. So yeah, I think that talking to someone in Russian is very useful. And Tagalog, Tagalog. I know Tagalog. Kamusta? Hello, Philippines. Can I become conversational just from studying your videos, or should I do more? Well, if you use my phrases that I teach on TikTok to talk to yourself, sort of like making conversations, dialogues, and like asking and answering, asking and answering, then it is useful. But if not, then you should find someone to talk to, maybe a teacher or a friend. I want to go to Russia. I'm from Costa Rica, but I'm a U.S. citizenship and I live in the U.S. Yeah, no problem. If you get a visa, if you have a visa, then there's no problem. You can yeah, come to. You're welcome in Russia anytime. How do you say your change is $4.13? 4.13. Ваша сдача $4.13. 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 My level is, I know the alphabet and sounds, except I confused ts, sh, and sh. It's okay. That's a beginner level. No problem. I have a book for that. We can. If you want me to teach you, then I will be happy. I can enter Russia visa-free with Costa Rica passport. Do you think it's dangerous? It's not dangerous. Anybody can come to Russia anytime. Russia is actually pretty safe. Like for example, when I was in Paris, I stayed with a local man. And then I was with my female friend traveling together, and then the guy, he told me that please don't let your female friend, to walk around Paris, center of Paris, after 8 p.m. alone. I was very surprised, and I'm like, why? And he's like, well, it's not safe, it's dangerous. I was so surprised. And in Russia, you can walk around at any time of day or night, either if you're a girl or a boy, a man or a woman. So, answering your question, it's not dangerous. Do you teach English as well? Yes, I do. I have also a channel on TikTok where I teach English. Здорово, как твои дела? Хорошо, спасибо. Привет. Привет из Испании. Hello, Spain. I want to go to Spain one day. Right now, I cannot go to Spain because it's pretty hard to get a visa to European countries, Schengen area. But one day. Привет из Serbia. Hello, Serbia. I spent 2 months in Serbia in last December and January. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I am a Russian, but I never got taught Russian. Your videos help a lot. Okay, yes. I used to teach in America. I used to teach kids that were adopted from Russia, but they didn't speak any Russian because their parents are Americans. So, and they wanted me to help them not forget their Russian heritage. Let's see. How much time should I dedicate each day to learning Russian? I would say 1 to 3 hours a day. What's the difference between Russian and other Slavic languages? Well, there are quite a bit of differences, but many similarities. I mean, it's hard to say. It's like, I don't know what to compare, how to compare that. I mean, like for example, I am Russian, and when I go to Serbia or when I go to like Czech Republic or when I go to Poland, those languages sound like sort of like an old version of Russian, Thank you very much for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the gifts. So yeah, they're very similar, but like they sound pretty like to my Russian ear. Other Slavic languages, they sound like something that Russians spoke a long time ago. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. I find Russian people to speak on Discord. It's helpful. Yeah, I've never used Discord, so I'm not sure. But yeah, who's winning the war? Sorry, I'm not commenting on that. The only reason I want to learn Russian is because my favorite author is Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky is also my favorite author. Я бы не хотела, короче, прошу прощения. How do I make friends as an introvert? You can find language exchange applications, and there are many people that you can be friends with online, and then eventually you will be more confident to talk to a person. Hello, Ecuador. Здравствуйте. Do you recommend for learning only? What app, website, private lessons do you recommend for learning? I'm only a beginner. Apps, I have no idea. I have no idea about apps. I never used apps to learn languages, so I'm not sure. Website, also no. I'm not sure. Private lessons, you can join my private lessons if you want to. You can message me on Telegram or Instagram. And I have a beginner course for you. I have a few students that are beginners. I'm from Perm. I was adopted at 7 months. I have my updated passport. Can't wait to see my family. Yeah, I in Minnesota at Concordia College, I used to teach quite a bit of Russian kids who were adopted from Russia by American parents. Yeah, so your case is, I'm excited for you to see your family, and I think that's very unique sort of feeling when you go back. How do you pronounce and the mekis in a word? So is it's not e, it's It's like someone when someone or you hit yourself in the stomach This is sound. And мягкий знак, basically, you don't pronounce this. The soft sign, you don't pronounce soft sign. It only serves to make other consonants soft. The consonant that comes before the soft sign. So, for example, like dosht, the t is hard, supposed to be hard, but because there is the mehki znak there, then it makes it soft. Dosht. Как ты классно говоришь по-русски. Спасибо, because I am from Russia, so I speak Russian very well. Okay, let me find the comments I lost. Привет from Norway. Hello, Norway. I've been to Norway in 2015. Do people from Kazakhstan speak Russian like native Russians? Yes, I've met a lot of people from Kazakhstan. They speak pure Russian. Nice accent, thank you. Привет из Южной Африки. Hello, South Africa. I want to go there one day. Marry me, I give you Italian and Australian passport. Thank you. I will think about it. Thank you for such a kind offer. Добрый день, Cape Town. Добрый день. Please speak Russian. Привет, меня зовут Александр. Я из России. Я сейчас живу во Вьетнаме. Dude, there is a lady that wants to marry you. Yeah, I've seen. That's a interesting offer. Hello, sir. How's your day? I'm good. My day was good. Thank you. How about your day? It's because he said it's hard to get a Schengen visa. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is hard to get a Schengen visa for Russians right now at this moment. Bro, what's up? Okay, thank you for answering. Tip reveal. What does it mean? Tip reveal. Do you teach Russian one-on-one? Yes, I do. I teach Russian one-on-one. You can contact me on Telegram or Instagram. And I will test your Russian and prepare some books and materials for you. Do you know Rauf 5-Day Russian pop duet? I don't know. I haven't heard. Привет. Hello from Norway. Hello, Norway. Difference between sha and sha. So sh is like shop, and sh. Can you hear the difference? Sh. So sh is like it's harder, and sh is like softer. Sh. That's it. That's the whole difference. Do you know some Polish? I don't know any Polish, but I know some Polish friends. Can you also write Russian cursive? Well, but I don't know all the words. I can also write, but I'm good. But I don't know all the words. Just good handwriting. Good job. Yeah, Russian cursive is pretty hard to do. So, yeah, good job on that. I love Russia. Me too. Thank you. Can you please pronounce auditoria versus laboratoria? Auditoria, laboratoria. Auditoria, laboratoria. Auditoria, laboratoria. Auditoria, laboratoria. Auditoria, laboratoria. Not sure how endings differ. I claim to be Russian. Well, are you from Russia? The E versus EE versus E. So the Y is like in yellow. 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 And E is E like Easter. Right? So E. There's a difference. Hello from Krabi, Thailand. I'm going to Krabi in July. I'm not sure. I think July like 10th, maybe. July 10th, I'm going to be in Krabi. Did they make you do military service in Russia? Military service, yes, I did. That was 10 years ago. Military service in Russia is compulsory when you're a man, and when you turn 18, then everybody should do that. It's for 1 year. It's the same as in Israel, or I heard, Israel, like even women have to do military service. There are so many countries that require people to do military service for like a few months or a year. So yeah, I did. My name is Kyla. I'm from the US. Hello, Kyla. Nice to meet you. Where in the US are you from? How often do you make live here? I usually do like once every 2 days. How I say I love you too in Russian? Я тоже люблю тебя. Я тоже люблю тебя. Я тоже люблю тебя. Я тоже люблю тебя. What are some good ways to tackle conjugation? This is a very hard topic. It's really not enough time to explain in like a few minutes. I mean, it takes a lot of time to explain that. So if you want to learn conjugation, then ask me to teach you one-on-one. It's like the whole course on conjugation. It's pretty hard to understand as like not a non-Slavic person. Greetings from Lithuania. Hello, Lithuania. I want to go there one day. I need to learn Russian better so I can communicate with my whole family. It's difficult, but fun. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm in Texas. Oh, my friend is in Texas. I have been in Texas. I've been to Dallas, and I've been to Houston. Is Houston Texas? I don't remember. I went from Dallas to Houston, but I'm not sure if Houston is Texas. Как дела? Greetings from Malaysia. Hello, Malaysia. Let me check the time. Ooh, Melbourne, Australia. Hello. Have you ever been? I've never been. I really want to go to Australia. But I'm not sure if if I go to like a bathroom, then should I be scared of spiders when I open the thing? And I'm not sure. I heard there are some poisonous creatures. Texas is definitely its own state, but Houston is in Texas, yeah. Yeah, I heard about Texas, yeah. it wants to be independent. I need to learn Russian to communicate with my friend. To communicate with my friend. Anyways, guys, it's already midnight here, and tomorrow I have to work. I have many classes tomorrow, so I have to go now. But thank you very much for joining me here on my live, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So I really enjoyed answering your questions. Next time you can prepare questions from me. I will be happy to answer your questions. If you want to learn Russian with me, then send me a message on Instagram or Telegram. I'll be happy to teach you one-on-one. Anyway, thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. I'll see you soon. I'll see you in the videos. I mean, I usually use my voice to make the videos, but you can see me now. Sometimes I do videos showing my face, but on paper it's a lot more information that I can give you. So anyway, enjoy your day. I'll see you later. See you next time. All right, bye bye guys.